We are less than 3 weeks from the Olympics in Tokyo, but many people living in Japan are angry that the games are still on. New video tonight showing a 53-year-old woman protesting the Olympic torch relay by shooting a water pistol and then shouting, "Extinguish the torch fire, I'm against the Olympics." The woman was later arrested, and public opposition has been widespread apparently throughout Tokyo. And while Japan has made some progress to vaccinate its population, the drive is losing steam because of a shortage of supply. Just 13.8% of Japan's population is fully vaccinated. COVID cases in Tokyo have been rising for the last 16 days, and the city is confirming 342 new cases. That was just yesterday alone. The Games, once promoted as an extravaganza to showcase Japan to the world, appear in danger of taking place largely without spectators. A local newspaper says the government is further reducing the number of people allowed at the opening ceremony. Events at large venues and late-night events would also be held apparently without fans, and because of the pandemic, spectators from overseas have already been banned, and a cap of 50% capacity has been put into place. I'd like to bring in NewsNation's Justin Surrency, who will be there for the Olympic Games in Tokyo. Justin, good to see you. I'd like to start with those protests we just saw, the woman spraying the water pistol at the torch. What are you hearing about the overall attitude from people in Tokyo right now, and is that uncertainty impacting the athletes who are getting ready to compete?
Yeah, well, good evening, Marnie. Thanks for having me. Yeah, that display of protests, a lot of Olympics past, we've seen small, similar protests, and it's just a subsect of people. But in Japan, that newspaper you're talking about, Asahi Shimbun, did a countrywide survey and found 60% of Japanese residents either want the Olympics to be canceled or postponed. So that is a majority sentiment across the country of Japan. It is serious, and it is showing. I'm sure that won't be the only style of protest. This is a situation that's been boiling over and over because of the pandemic, and those sentiments with that squirt gun, while some may scoff at, it is a real opinion over there among Japanese residents. A
lot of concerns. Also new today, Justin, we've learned that sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson has been left off the U.S. relay team, won't run in the games after she tested positive for chemicals found in marijuana. What can you tell us about this situation and also reaction?
Yeah, well, whatever side you're on, it's absolutely heartbreaking. Someone that's been competing and training for 5 years now for these Olympics. She's only 21 years old, but this will have a ripple effect. First, the immediate impact. There are nearly 24 LSU athletes alone competing in the Olympics. She's an LSU Tiger. That is an immediate impact. They won't have a fellow teammate on the side, but then also her bubbly personality, her positive personality, that will be missing as well. And Team USA is in a drought. It hasn't been since 1996 that a U.S. American female has won the 100-meter dash. That drought looks to continue on as well. But also what we're learning, Sha'Carri being a model of honesty, right? She owned up to it right away, understood the ramifications, admitted to using a substance with THC, and understanding that the international rules do not allow it. Even though Oregon, the place where she ingested that THC, it is completely legal. USA Track and Field saying that they stand by their stance to not have her in the 4x100 relay because of the international rules, but they also agree that that rule needs to be looked at and possibly changed in the future. But right now, all the rules, and all of the athletes had to abide by those same rules. And unfortunately, Sha'Carri was the only one that we know of that tested positive for that THC.
Facing it head on. Finally, Justin, the opening ceremonies always give us a moment to remember, and who can forget the 2016 Rio Games and this athlete from Tonga. His event was Taekwondo. His name is Pita. His oily appearance on the world stage prompted 230 million Google searches for "where is Tonga?" So what can we expect from the opening ceremonies this year? And will the Polynesian Kingdom of Tonga be represented with oily Pita?
Yeah, well, Marnie, Tonga will be represented in the delegation, and Pita has made the Olympics. He was there in Rio in 2016, in Pyeongchang, the Winter Olympics in 2018, and now making an appearance in Taekwondo in Tokyo in 2021. In fact, to show his toughness, here's a little story, a little fact about Pita. He broke his ribs in training for the Olympics in March. He was able to battle through and still make his Olympic team and be on display for Tonga at the Olympics at the opening ceremonies. I think he'll be healed by then, so there won't be any bandages. That body oil will be present, and get those 4K TVs ready, I guess, right, ladies and gentlemen? It'll be on full display.
That's right, Justin. We'll all be watching, and thankful PETA will be back. Appreciate the update and safe travels as you head to Tokyo.
All right, thanks so much, Marnie.